Gone are the days when a diplomat entered the Foreign Service with a degree in international relations. The work of a diplomat is much more complex today, and much more to do with a plethora of negotiations on trade, economics, money laundering, etc. Vice President and Minister of Foreign Affairs Carl Greenidge wants the Foreign Service of Guyana to be adaptable and one which develops skills that lies outside of the diplomatic arena. He added that each officer should try to have at least one area of competence outside of general diplomacy.
If you feel that you simply want to be looking at material pertaining to general IRSUs, then you're not going to be a successful diplomat unless it is by accident. So even if you come in with exceptional skills in one specialist area, it needs to be understood that this is an arena now that requires you to be constantly learning.
The government is aiming to ensure that its diplomats and heads of missions are adequately equipped to carry out the foreign policy of the nation effectively. So on Monday, the Foreign Service Institute commenced a 7-day orientation program for newly appointed heads of missions, some of whom will be heading to places like Kuwait and Pretoria. Minister of Foreign Affairs Carl Greenidge remarked on the possible multiplicity of new challenges diplomats representing developing countries would be required to overcome.
Trade negotiations, economic growth and development issues, to issues of terrorism, people trafficking, money laundering, all of these things diplomats today are required to have an understanding of. When you're issuing visas, they have implications. You have to be able to understand what types of persons apply and the uses that could be made.
The new appointees were told of the need to be familiar with agreements with which Guyana is engaged. Minister Greenidge told too of how the ministry's current responsibilities in Guyana spans beyond the normal consular work. In fact, he said that the ministry has responsibility for dealing with the diaspora, one of which is the most challenging.
Because some of the members of our diaspora abroad, whilst many of them operate in arenas that are well advanced, institutionally advanced, where you have outstanding individuals, communities, and achievements, they also, especially in North America, can be exceedingly aggressive and difficult. So there are a range of challenges that face you on the human interface side.
The need for improvements at the ministry in Georgetown was highlighted, especially in the area of timely and efficient transfer of information sharing and gathering. Like the restructuring of the Foreign Service, a similar undertaking is said to be taking place at the ministry. This includes recruitment of skills and improved salaries. Increased pay for the foreign heads is also on the table, but that goes along with the performance of the economy, Minister Greenidge explained. Handel Duncan, HGP Nightly News.